So this is a EmGuarde that is going to be, that was launched in Malaysia on the 18th of May. That was about 4.5 months ago. So Malaysia is the first country in the world to have this privilege to launch this EmGuarde. Singapore is the second one. Okay. In fact, before Singapore, there's 2 more countries that they're supposed to launch it first before Singapore. So Singapore is very fortunate, just across the causeway from Malaysia. It has a privilege to launch it in Singapore next week. Okay, so before that, let's take a look at what is this EmGuarde about. Can you hear?
They cannot hear.
Yeah, this first part cannot hear. I don't know why. Okay.
This product is a new addition to our EmGuarde family.
These products is going to change our life. That's part of this product that it has actual immediate proof on how the product actually works.
Akhirnya satu revolusi untuk protection environment kita telah berada di sini.
This product is going to solve a lot of problems associated with these gadgets that all of us have.
Yeah, sound. Yeah, I heard feedback from you all on the Zoom. You all said cannot hear the audio, right? Share computer sound. Thank you. One more time. Let's try it for the benefit of those people on Zoom.
This product is a new addition to our EmGuarde family.
No question asked. Everyone must have this product.
These products is going to change our life.
Best part about this product that it has actual immediate proof on how the product actually works.
Akhirnya satu revolusi untuk protection environment kita telah berada di sini.
This product is going to solve a lot of problems associated with these gadgets that all of us have.
Yep. So this is the EmGuarde, the new product. EM stands for electromagnetic guard. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the earth pollution around us. We see water pollution that has been for decades, air pollution, noise pollution. Either you can taste it, you can see it, you can hear it, right? How about the electromagnetic radiation around us? Can you all feel it right now? Yeah, because the EmGuarde is on, right? So later we're going to turn off the EmGuarde and see what happens. Look at this living room. Does it look normal to you? Very common, right? But what if I tell you when you walk into this living room, right, you're able to see the electromagnetic radiation emitting out from this TV, the Wi-Fi modem, the aircon in ribbon forms? Would you dare to stay inside or even sleep overnight in the living room? Or let your babies or your pets rest inside? But the crazy thing is, you know what's the most crazier things? You can't see it in ribbon form. So right now, if I'm going to turn off the EmGuarde now, right? In fact, all this radiation is around us. Later, you're going to test it live. Okay. Let me ask you a question. When your phone rings, right, what do you do most usually? Answer your call like that or on speakerphone? Who answer your call on your next to your ears? Half of it. The rest, like that. Depends where, right? Okay, you have an Apple Watch or Android Watch. Apple, yeah. So Apple Watch, later we test it. Okay. So you have the benefit being live here. We're going to can test your gadgets today, live. So most of us will answer our call like that. So when you're answering your phone call like that, after a while you feel that your ears is like burning hot, right? Then you need to change. Actually, right now, right before that, it's already frying on brain cells. How about those who drives here? The rest, passenger. You're in the car before, right? So actually, these electronic gadgets, right, are emitting EM radiation also. We tested whether you have more gadgets or less gadget, you still have. Okay. Kids on mobile phone, very common, right? It's very hard to ask for you to ask them not to use their phone because we adults also using our phone, right? And this is very common. The whole family on tablets. So that was sent to us by Peter that day. He happened to see this and sent us to the group chat. I say, okay, why not we show people about this? And infants, even the pets, they can't spare off from this electromagnetic radiation in the house because of the Wi-Fi, the aircon, the LED light, even the parents, their siblings are using the mobile gadgets. It's not working. Okay. Does it look familiar to many of you? Who charges your phone overnight? Make sure that it's 100% fully charged when you next day when you wake up, right? Or before you leave the house. Sometimes when you see it's like 93%, oh, something wrong with my cable, or maybe I charged too late. And what if, who do online shopping before you sleep? You get excited, right? But after a while, you tend to get tired, more and more tired because all these are affecting you. So imagine you fall asleep with the phone next to you, and some of you make sure that next day I must wake up on time. I have my phone under my pillow. Who does that? Y'all don't do that. Okay. But you use your phone before you sleep, right? So nowadays you see kids, more and more kids having autism, ADHD. Are they related to this EM radiation? Adults having headaches, anxiety, suicide, depression, nausea, fatigue, even loss of libido. What is this? In layman terms, is sex drive. Okay, so all this, if you go and Google, you see the risk of electromagnetic radiation to humans, you can find this. I just do a simple Googling. Children, 5 years old, their brain can absorb 10 times more microwave radiation more than adults. Okay, this is who's testing? Okay. Okay, so this is a survey checking whether you are a heavy usage mobile user. They say 17 minutes a day on your device over a 10 years period increases the risk of tumor by 60%. How many of you use your mobile phone more than 17 minutes a day? Raise your hand. Or the rest? Agnes, you don't use? Less. Okay, good. So she's the minority. Many of us use more than 17 minutes a day, right? So what are we asking for? Increase the risk of tumor by 60%. And smartphone has been more than 10 years in this market. I remember when I first buy my iPhone 1, that was in 2004 or 2005. Yeah, so it's already more than decades. You see the risk of all this EMF. This is blocking. Let me remove this a bit. Okay. Heavier cell phone users have reduced sperm count. You see, guys, many guys put their mobile phone in their pocket, right? So I used to be one of them until I see this EM radiation. After that, I never put my phones in my pocket. when you're working on your laptop, you tend to get easily tired, right? So all these are affecting people. How about pregnant women with the babies in their stomach? Would you agree that when this mom using their phone next to the babies, when the baby's brain is developing, is it going to affect the growth of the brain? So how do we measure EM radiation? We measured it in microwatt per square centimeter. So when this 0 to 200 is acceptable, 201 to 1000 is slightly dangerous, 1001 to 1500 is dangerous. Beyond 1501 is extremely dangerous. So what are the symptoms of exposing yourself from yellow zone to red zone for long hours? What could happen? Concentration issue. So example, you see the kids on their mobile gadgets, they play games, they watch video on YouTube, on Facebook. After that, you ask them to go study. It's very hard for them to concentrate. Do you think that they have too much games or too many hours on the gadgets? Affecting their concentrating issue. So how about ourselves, adults? Or even memory loss, you think it's due to aging? Your memory is not as good as before. But look at people around us nowadays and the gadgets around us in these decades. So many gadgets. Even if you don't use so much, you look at your friend next to you, and these two, you're sitting in between them. What will happen? Free radiation for you, right? Yeah. So how do we measure it? We use a radiation detector. This is the radiation detector that I'm holding in my hand. It's a RD9100. It measures from 1 to 1999 microwatt per square centimeter. So the moment it exceeds 1999, you see the value 1. Okay. Later we're going to show you live. But let's take a look at the radiation. It's a big topic, but mainly you can categorize them into two. One is the ionizing, the other one is the non-ionizing. So ionizing is the ultraviolet ray, X-ray, gamma rays, and the non-ionizing include the power lines, radio cell phones, microwave, infrared and visible LED light. So these are classified under the high, very high, and ultra high frequency.
This is how a typical electromagnetic radiation source works. Turn on the phone, there's a pathway, right? It affects our brain and our body. So when the EmGuarde is turned on, all right, when you have the EmGuarde, and when you turn it on, what does it do? It sends out cancellation frequency. So it breaks the pathway. At this point, energy has no pathway to travel out from its source. It's lost its pathway. So EmGuarde technology is breaking the pathway of frequency between 3 MHz to 1000 MHz, hence reducing the electric field intensity within its coverage range. So next we have actually an experiment. So correct, this experiment, this is based in Shenzhen. So this is a compliance testing. So this is actually a chart where you can see there's a frequency rating of 30, all the way to 1000. Okay, so this 30 megahertz until 1000 megahertz. So this is how the pathway looks like. So this is where it's actually affecting your environment. So showing results on electric field intensity, measuring from 30 to 1000 megahertz. So when the EmGuarde is turned on, this is the results after that. You would see that the pathway is actually broken. It's just individual spikes, showing results on electric field intensity, measuring in, I don't know, this is dBUV, microvolts per meter. Decibel microvolts per meter from 30 megahertz to 1000 after activation of the harmonic frequency technology. All right, so you can see the.
So these are the sources of EM radiation, some of them. Number one, mobile phones, which many of us have, right? Wi-Fi modem. Who doesn't have a Wi-Fi modem at home? Who has a Wi-Fi modem at home? 100%, right? Even here we have one. Aircon, very common. the multiple plugs, microwave oven, laptops, TVs, and electricity transmission tower. So all these are some of the sources for EM radiation. As long as there's electricity, there will be electromagnetic radiation. How strong it is only? Who owns an iPhone here? So almost half the room, right? So in fact, Apple already warned us, if you go to your settings, you go to the, what do you call that? RF exposure here, under the settings, you see that what Apple said, to reduce exposure to RF energy, use a hands-free option. So the day we did a test on our mobile phone, I have a recorded video, but right now, let's do it live since all of you are here. Who wants to volunteer? iPhone or Android user? Yeah, come. iPhone, that one also iPhone. Come, bring your both of your iPhone here, or maybe another one with the Android. Android, yeah, come, 3 of you, come. Yeah, got to stand close to here. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3. Come. Yeah, here. And Android user, come. Maybe you stand in the center. Yeah, come. Go closer, closer, closer. Here. Here. Okay. Right now, I'm holding on to this radiation detector. First thing, I need to power off my EmGuarde. So right now, you're all going to get some radiation. Okay or not? Okay, right? Okay. Now, so I turn on this. You see the value 1, right? Okay. You hold the phone like that. Hold it next to you. Okay. Let's test it. What's the reading? 1. What's the reading? 1. What's the reading? 1. No need to turn on the phone. You also see 1, right? Yeah, you hold this for me, please. Right now, I'm going to power on my EmGuarde. This is the EmGuarde, and I connect it to my power bank. Take a look. Is it? 0, 0, 0. Good enough? Yeah, so that is EmGuarde. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Right now, I'm going to show you more because you know why everything is 1 here in this test? Because it's near the projector, near all these electronic gadgets. In fact, this whole room the radiation level is more than 1999. So technically, imagine yourself inside the microwave oven. That is where you are in now. Okay, the day I did one test outside the room here. So this is measuring the EMF coming up from the phone when the video is not playback. Okay, when it's above 2000, it's showing number 1. So it travels up to my arm. Okay, right now I play back the video. It goes to 2000 and look at what happens to my arm. It's still very high, right? The EMF transmit to my arm. So let's power on the EmGuarde now. It turns to 0. So right now, how many of us usually play back video on YouTube, Facebook, or from your WhatsApp media? So how, with EmGuarde, you're able to cancel out the EMF coming from the video playback. So you notice that the radiation actually travels up your arm. So imagine you're somebody who put your phone in your pocket, or even your handbag, or even next to your tummy, or here. Nowadays we see sports bra, right? There's a slot for the mobile phone, right? So what are we asking for? Recently, you saw this, France hots the sales of iPhone 12. Right now, how many of you have a newer version than iPhone 12? You see my hand is raised, right? So what will happen after this iPhone 12? Who knows? Let's take a look. Okay, this is the... Have you ever wondered how much EMF or electromagnetic radiation is emitting from your modem and Wi-Fi router, let's test with this radiation detector RD9000. The moment it exceeds 1999 microwatt per centimeter square, you see the value 1. Crazy, right? So this is the EmGuarde by EmGuarde, an environment harmonizer. It cancels out the radiation from these electronic devices. So let's power on and see what happens. Immediately, it cancels out the radiation. So who uses a modem and Wi-Fi router in their house or even offices? That is your potential market. Yeah, quick check. How many of you are EmGuarde distributors? Wow. And how many of y'all here have no idea about EmGuarde, no idea about EmGuarde, no idea about Kangen machine? Raise your hand. Wow. So the rest of you are which category? Okay, so when I'm showing you the problems here, the solution here, I'm actually showing you the market here, potential market. Who uses an iPhone, who uses a mobile phone or Android phones, who uses Wi-Fi modem? These are the people, if you are able to show them the problems, the symptoms, the solution, the next is whether they want to buy or not. Okay, I'm showing you how big is the market. MacBook Pro, this is what I'm using here. So this is the test on MacBook Pro, power off. That's why I see 000. At the moment I power it on, it shoot to 2000 microwatt per centimeter square. That's why you see the value of 1. Okay. So when I power on the EmGuarde, change to 0 very fast, cancel out the EMF from the MacBook Pro. Yeah, you notice that the moment it's power on, that is where the EM radiation shoots up to the roof, right? Okay, right now we are testing the EMF in my car with this radiation detector RD9000. Okay. So the radiation is pretty low here, but the moment when I power on my car, by switching on the engine, you see the reading shoots up to 1900 plus. So the moment it crosses 1999, you see a value number 1 here, right? So the highest is this area. Right now I'm going to power on this EmGuarde in by plugging into the USB port. Okay, straight away it cancels out the EMF in the car. See, everything is 0. So in fact, most of the time when we are driving or when the car is stationary, but when the engine is on, our body is subject to all this EMF or radiation. With this EmGuarde in your car, you can actually cancel out all this EMF. So by changing the environment, we can actually change our life. So this car has many gadgets. The day I tested another very popular car in Malaysia, not much gadget. You could even see the screen. And then the moment I power on the detector is 1. Yeah, so some of the things, even though you don't see all those electronic gadgets, is also emitting the EM radiation. Right now, okay, this is what World Health Organization published in 2011, which is 12 years ago. Okay, they say that has classified radio frequency electromagnetic radiation field, electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans, based on an increased risk for glioma, which is a malignant type of brain cancer associated with wireless phone use. So this is the Federal Communications Commission. It says, human body absorbs RF energy at some frequencies more efficiently than at others. So what do we mean by that? Look at this. Your brain frequency is 72 to 90. Human body, 62 to 78. Heart, liver, pancreas, around this range, 60 to 80. Disease start at 58. And just now you saw those frequency that is non-ionizing, it ranges from 3 to 1000 megahertz. So every day when we are exposed to all this, if you just talk about your mobile phone next to your body, on your fingers, what happens? This EmGuarde was invented based on the research by Dr. Megha Harvest. She did her research about 10 over years ago. That's why you see the computers and the cell phones are pretty old-fashioned, right? And she said the healthy red blood cells, they should be paced out nicely like that, okay, for the oxygen and blood flow. However, 70 minutes on your computers, the red blood cells is going to stack up like coins like that. First thing you see, it's harder for the oxygen to move through the bloodstream, right? Compared to this. How about 10 minutes on your mobile phone is crazy. So one day, do you use more than 10 minutes on your mobile phone? Definitely, right? So what are we asking for? So every day, I touch my phone almost like 40 minutes within out of 60 minutes. I'm a heavy cell phone user. So I know that I cannot change my lifestyle. I need to work. I need the internet. I need my phone to work for all those communications. That's why this is the solution for me. Because what she said later really scares me. She said she saw this exact Lulux formation, which is this formation, in her cancer patient. I don't want that to happen to me. That's why I bought the EmGuarde. Nobody sell me anything. After I understand what this can do to help me so that I can continue my lifestyle. Similarly, if you don't want to change your habit, what can you do? And she said, symptoms of this Lulux formation is poor circulation, low oxygen transport, reduced waste removal, headaches, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, numbness, tingling, cold extremities. Look around you, whether it's your friends, your colleagues, your family members, have you ever heard them complaining about these issues? So what if you can turn on an EmGuarde and they have these symptoms reduced by a lot or even gone? Do you think these people will buy? Yeah, so we have tested on a friend of mine, and then she was complaining that she can't sleep well. So we loaned her this EmGuarde overnight. She slept like a baby. That's how this works. Because they can't see, they can't feel it. They are not aware that they have a problem. So this whole thing is to show them that, in fact, this is a problem very common to many of us. In fact, all of us is around us, just that we can't see it. And then you all know about this Dr. Otto Heinrich Robert. Those who own the Kangen machine, I guess you are familiar with this doctor, right? Those who don't own a Kangen machine or have not seen a Kangen water presentation, you all can talk to your inviter. But in this presentation, okay, here this doctor said he's a Nobel Prize winner in 1931, almost 100 years ago. He said all forms of cancer have two basic conditions: acidosis, meaning the body being too acidic; hypoxia means lack of oxygen. He said deprive a cell of 35%, just 35%, no need 100%, of its oxygen for 48 hours. 48 hours is 2 days only. And it may become cancerous. What if we deprive ourselves more than 35% and more than 48 hours? What will happen? Okay. He said, okay, this EmGuarde helps to improve microcirculation by suppressing and cancelling the negative effects of electromagnetic radiation from cellular phones and computers connected to wireless network. Your next question, how far can this EmGuarde cover? It says 4 meters in radius, 8 meters in diameters. So sometimes when you have unblocked space, technically it can be bigger. But this is what the company said, 4 meters. But sometimes when you're near to these gadgets, right, we are tested, when the EmGuarde here is about 2.5 meters. If I walk over here and I use my detector, you can actually get the EM radiation. So imagine if your bedroom, your bed is here, your charger is here. Without the EmGuarde, what are you asking for? Crazy, right? So the day I went for a test in a friend's house, she asked me to test her whole house, which part has most radiation. So we scan through the living room, the study room, the dining room, and all the way to the master bedroom. The scary part is the master bedroom. On the other end, he has the Wi-Fi modem. I asked her, do you have your Wi-Fi modem always 24 hours on? I said, yeah, my husband said must have good connection. If not, cannot surf online in the master bedroom. Then another friend of mine, she's complaining that cannot sleep well. This is her bed, king size bed. On the left and right, multiple plugs. She's sleeping in between. She was complaining that she couldn't have a good sleep. So she bought something like a patch. She bought a few patches that cost her almost $1,000 from Instagram. She asked me to test on it. I tested and showed her it doesn't cancel out all this EM radiation. So she immediately bought 4 units of EmGuarde. Her house is very big. Okay, a bit about the technical part on this EmGuarde. It is just how we mentioned, 4 meters in radius, 8 meters in diameter. It harmonizes medium and high frequencies ranging up to 1 gigahertz. That's why it doesn't hinder the internet connection. You guys on Zoom, right? You have a good it's still connected, right? You can see me, you can see the slides, right? Yeah, so this is why this EmGuarde is so special, because I have another friend, he told me that he want to buy something like a Wi-Fi jammer to cancel out the radiation from his Wi-Fi modem. He was like thinking whether he should do it because he needs internet connection. The moment this one is power on, he couldn't go online. That will affect his daily work. Until he saw this EmGuarde, we tested, turn on the EmGuarde, it still can go online. So you know your Wi-Fi modem is 2.4 to 5 gigahertz, right? So this is up to 1 gigahertz. And then it used a Type-C power supply cable. Look at this cable here, right? In fact, this Type-C is the head is longer than those normal Type-C. So when you got your EmGuarde, right, don't expand and use another Type-C cable. Use this one for the best performance. Then it's only 430 grams, no maintenance, no cartridge needed. Nice? Yeah. Okay. This product received patent, and this is a statement that they did. It says, before touching the phone, the test subject, the microcirculation in 1 second, it moved by 6.13 centimeter. 6.13 centimeter is like that, right? In 1 second, whoop, like that, right? So the moment this person touched the phone, the blood circulation reduced to 2.55. Is it about 40% only of the previous one, or 60% lesser? So 2.55, you can measure less than 3 cm. The moment they power on the EmGuarde, it moves in 1 second, it goes to 20.1. Does it increase the speed of the microcirculation in 1 second? Okay, 3 times faster. Then eventually go to 29.9 and 35.5. Is it 5 to 6 times faster? So imagine when your microcirculation improves, do you think you are more energetic? On the reverse side, without the EmGuarde, this is what your blood is going to flow at the rate. Is it 16 to 17 times slower? That is how it affected. That's why it received patent for this. Okay, you all can help me to turn off the light. I want to show you something. Thank you. Okay, I did a test on my microcirculation. Since I saw this patent, I always like to test things out. So this was a screen that was, this thing was bought in 2016. So it's a 7-year-old device and it is not very sharp. Okay, so what I did was, I have my YouTube being playback, EmGuarde power off, this one power off. Okay, later I'm going to power on this and then power the EmGuarde and see what happens. Right now, we are going to test the microcirculation within the capillaries. Okay, so this is the flow rate with this YouTube video being playback on a mobile phone, and which is emitting the electromagnetic radiation. And how do we know? We can test with this radiation detector. The moment you see when the value exceeds 1999 square microwatt per square centimeter, you see the value 1. Let's power on and see. Yep, you see the value 1 already, right? And right now, this is when EmGuarde is power off. Now we are going to power on the EmGuarde. See what happened? So this is power on, pausing, and you'll notice that it's 000 right now. Okay, it cancels out the electromagnetic radiation emitting from the video playback here. Let's take a look at the microcirculation of these capillaries. So see how it improves over time. See the flow here. Let's focus it a bit. Yeah, you see the flow rate is significantly faster, right? Yeah, increasing now. You see? Crazy, right? Can you see the difference? So that's how EmGuarde works.
Good afternoon. My name is Benjamin. About 2 months ago, I actually bought a EmGuarde from Malaysia after introduction by my friend, and after a few weeks, it has helped me a lot. First of all, I'm already 60 over years old. Sometimes I have to wake up 3 to 4 times for urine every like 2 hours or so. But after I use the EmGuarde, I only wake up 1 to 2 times. And recently, after 2 months, it was only like 1 time. After I sleep for about 5 hours, then wake up 1 time, and that's all. So I sleep very, very well. Sometimes I also use a lot of the handphone and computer, and I felt tired. My fingers are painful. Sometimes feel numbness. But when I turn on this EmGuarde, the situation improved. It's no more pain there. So it really helps me a lot. And personally, I'm an electronic engineer, so I understand the danger of EMF radiation. Secondly, about 3 weeks ago, I become a professional Grab driver. So I drive around 8 to 10 hours every day. And I bring along the EmGuarde whenever I'm in the car. So there is no more radiation. And every day I drive this 10 hours, I don't feel any tiredness and still fresh. And then combined with my good sleep at night, so I am very well. Really thanks to this EmGuarde for helping me to improve my health and my strength and energy when I'm driving. Thank you very much.
Hey, this was sent to me by Siluan after using her EmGuarde. You want to share with them live? Turn on the light, please. Wait, I give her a mic. Yeah, hold this. Yeah, here.
Okay, hi everybody. So because we don't have the EmGuarde here, so I managed to get a loan. From one of our team members, and I used it for about 2 nights. And I realized that after I used it, I slept deeper. Somehow when you wake up, you felt that you have enough sleep. So I used to wake up with an alarm and it snooze for quite some time. But those 2 days that I wake up, I just off the snooze and just wake up. Yeah, so it's quite refreshing. Okay, thank you.
Easy, right? Bear with me a bit, Okay. Yeah, so the day, this person, after she bought the EmGuarde from me, I asked her, what do you feel? She said, better sleep, deep sleep also. Because sometimes when people tell you that I feel so good. What is so good? Or ask the specific question, how do you feel? And then she said, not as tired as before. So after she used for 1 to 2 weeks later, right, I asked her again. She said it helps with eye soreness as well. Can you hear? When I'm on my phone at night, I also have better concentration during the day. And then now, see what she asked. If I want to buy 3 more EmGuardes, what pricing could you do for me? Okay, so later I'm going to show you how you can convert people like a user into a distributors. Do you want to know that? Okay, wait. So this EmGuarde received many documentation, including the SGS Product Safety Certification on FCC and CE. So the next question is, how can I get started? This EmGuarde is going to be priced as at least $2,138.40 in Singapore, 1 year warranty, minimum 5 years lifespan. So what do we mean by minimum 5 years lifespan? After 5 years, you still can use it, just that the coverage will be slightly smaller. So that is where you can use in a smaller space, like in cars. Okay. So those who are recording, please don't record this part. If not, I can't share with you. Okay. Can we have a agreement on this? Those people, if you are recording on Zoom, try not to do that. If not, next time I got no such thing to share with you. Okay, I can only keep it. Okay, this is for your eyes only, not to send around, share on social media. So this was done over the Zoom. And before that, I actually showed her the EmGuarde presentation, like what you have just saw. So about half an hour, she watched already, and then we hop onto the Zoom call, and then
it's much more easier than K8.
Yeah,
right, the
no filter.
K8 needs
Yeah,
to...
no maintenance, no filter, that's all.
No.
430 grams.
Yeah. So that's why we will, you will not getting older, right? Because you don't have EM waves.
Stop aging.
Yeah.
aging.
Water and
Yeah, no,
Drinking,
right now you see everything is 0 because of this EmGuarde. So let me power
Yeah.
off and see what happened. I'm right in front of my computer. Okay, and put my phone here. See that? Crazy, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what we...
Now I power
so
on.
right now...
I power on my EmGuarde. You see what happened right in front of your eyes. So what you do, right? When you want to do demo, right? You beep until they cannot take it. It's too noisy. Right now, when I power on my EmGuarde, see what happened? 0, 0, 0. Peace of mind.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Peace of mind. Yeah, peace of mind. And right now, I don't have peace of mind because I know that my laptop and my phone is here.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is how you sell.
I
Okay.
don't have EmGuarde, Marius.
right now.
Did you test the radiation from the Bluetooth speaker? You happen to test it, but if you don't, it's not okay. Just a question.
Which one's speaker?
Earphone.
Earbud.
The AirPod, no. AirPod, nothing.
No.
Very
Okay.
little. But Apple
Very
AirPod,
little. Yes.
but other brand, I don't know. I tested AirPod,
Yes.
no.
Yes. Okay.
Apple Watch,
Okay.
yes. Apple Watch, yes.
Yes, it
Sure.
has Apple Watch.
Yeah, I show you. I unplugged. See that?
Okay, 1500, 800.
Very low, right?
1000,
Let me. When I turn on the
Okay.
screen, I tap the screen, it gets higher. See that?
It's
So imagine I'm wearing this all the
very
time. What will happen to me?
Ah,
So I
ce
got
tare.
to- So I got to.
Deci tocmai...
Right now, nothing.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Crazy, right? Especially when we touch our phone, right? When YouTube video is playback, right? It's even higher. It will transmit up to here. So what will happen when we have it in our pocket? Here. Or next to us when we are sleeping.
Yeah, da.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay? So even
Can I
like-
have 3?
yeah, you can
You
do that.
sold it. Yeah, I buy.
So let me ask you a question. If money is not an issue, how many units of EmGuarde would you need for your home? Raise your hand. How many units? We are not taking order now. Don't worry. Just raise your hand. Don't want to buy. You think you don't need? How many units? 1? 5, 2, 3. Yeah. So being a distributor, you're able to own this for free. Do you want that? Yeah. So the more volume, more EmGuarde you distribute, the more commission for yourself. Would you be able to afford it for your family and your loved ones? Yeah. So this is what EmGuarde offers. Later we come to that. Okay. That brings us to this global distributorship by EmGuarde, and it's not locally based, it's global and lifetime. Not limited to numbers of years, it's lifetime and willable. So all you need to do is to own a Kangen machine or Ukon or an EmGuarde. EmGuarde wants us to use the product, benefit from it. That's how we can share with more people. So many salesmen around us, right? They don't actually use their product. You ask them more, they say, let me refer to the menu. Let me ask them. So this is what EmGuarde is doing. No money qualification, no stocking, loading inventory, okay, no annual renewal. Accumulative sales is the one that can help you make more and more money, because whatever volume you have accumulated over the days, weeks, months, and years, right, it will always be there. So there's no demotion in this company. And international sponsoring, there are 40 branches in 23 countries to support you in this. So recently, the Nigeria and Cambodia, they just opened up their branches there. So that adds on to 42 branches in 25 countries. So right now, EmGuarde is only launched in Malaysia and then in Singapore next week, before it reaches the world. So imagine you arm yourself with the knowledge and the skill, the techniques of closing. When it's open up to other countries, do you think you have an unfair advantage over those people who have not ready yet in terms of EmGuarde, right? So this is your opportunity. You don't need to be the best. You just need to be the first. Even if you're not the first, you can be the second, right? Yeah. So the whole world, so many people would need this EmGuarde. Okay, let's take a look at this commission system, which is a compensation plan. It took EmGuarde 10 years to design it, and every product sold by the distributors, the company is going to give out 8 points commission, not 8 levels, 8 points commission. So let's say today, you're going to kickstart this business with an EmGuarde. You bought the license. So the company will give you an EmGuarde free, okay? Let's say you invited somebody called Alan to the presentation here today, and Alan is somebody who are aware of the EM radiation symptom. Maybe he has symptoms, and he know that it's the importance of having this EmGuarde to protect himself and his loved ones. He said, okay, I want to buy this EmGuarde. So the moment he buy this EmGuarde, I think this is a wrong slide. This is a Malaysia ringgit one, right? Let me give you the Singapore one. Yep, this is the one. So in Singapore, just like you saw, Malaysia is 305 ringgit, right? In Singapore, it's $92 per point. Let's say you just started this business with an EmGuarde without Kangen machine, you get $92 per point. So when Alan told a friend about this EmGuarde, this friend also buy, you get $92 per point. Whether it's a direct or indirect sales, you still get paid the same. Easy? Okay. The second person, maybe today you didn't invite Alan alone. You have this Ben in the presentation room here today, seminar room. And then Ben also join in because Alan buy, is it? And then he think Alan is somebody who really study and has this symptom. He knows it's good. He buy, I also want to buy. There are people like that. Okay. So you get $92 per point. So the money I'm showing you here is the money to you, the commission you earn. Next, maybe you have Kat joining in the next presentation next Monday. And Kat also saw this. Kat wants to buy also. You get 2-point commission, which is $184 commission to you. So just how we mentioned, whether it's direct or indirect, you still get paid the same, right? So everyone will pay you. You will get $184 from the company. So these are your direct sales, direct agent or direct business partner. These are your indirect. These two groups, these two categories is going to form your group sales. As long as you have accumulated 10 of them, your next direct will promote you to the rank of 3A. 3A, 1A you get 1 point, 2A you get 2 points, 3A, easy, right? 3 points, which is 92 times 3 is $276. Direct or indirect is still the same. And because this company doesn't limit on how long you can accumulate these 20 group sales. But the good thing about this is it's going to be a group sales. You're not going to do it direct on your own. And the next good thing is just now some of y'all say, I want to have 3 units. Some of y'all has 5, 2, right? So imagine these people that want a few units. Is it easy to accumulate up to 20 group sales? When you have 20 group sales, you do one direct, that will promote you to the rank of 4A. You get 4-point commission, which is $368. Direct or indirect. When you have 50 group sales, your next direct sales will give you the 5-point commission, which is $460. Okay, so to rank up to 6A for EmGuarde is different from Kangen machine. You need to have more. You need to have 202 units minimum, and the number 6, the unit that used to step up, that will rank you to 6A, but you can't use EmGuarde to step up. But that is in the training for the distributors. But for your info, you need about 203 units to step up to 6A. 6A, you get 6 points, $552. Okay, easy. Okay. Just how we mentioned, if somebody wants to buy more units of EmGuarde, what do? You know that we can't give discount, right? But being a distributor, you're able to make commission as a form of rebate for yourself. Let's say if this Alan, he said, okay, my house is very big. I need 5 units of EmGuarde. And then maybe 1 in my car and 4 more in my office, because my office is pretty big. Okay, I want to protect my staff, protect my family, including myself. So right now, Alan tell you that he wants 10 units. How would you do that? So this is what you can do. Enagic allows 1 distributor account and 9 user account for EmGuarde. So total 10 units, right? So this is what you can do. The first account, it must be a distributor account. And then all this below them will be the user account. So you can lay out these 9 units as user, and every unit is a 1A, 1A, 2A. How many units are there in total here? Right now, Alan needs 10 units, 1 plus 9. And then he received 9 units of commission for himself, which is 16 points, right? Yeah. So right now, it started to make Alan think, hey, I'm somebody who needs so many units for myself. I have another 3 more friends who will need this. So the next friend that he talked to is this person called John. John also needs many units. And then John bought the same thing as Alan. So John is a 2A line of Alan. John will get 2-point commission, right? And I mean, the Alan will get 2-point commission for every sales from John's line. So imagine John buys 10 will be $184 per unit times 10 units. Now, do you think that this Alan will have his mindset change to an entrepreneur now? He want to distribute more EmGuarde. If you are Alan, how would you think? Okay. And right now, you have, this Alan have already 19 units because this unit is not considered a volume for himself. 9 plus 10, he has 19, right? So number 20 units here, example, Thomas will be the 3A of Alan. Because the moment you have more than 10 is 3A. Less than 20 is still 3A. Now you have 20 units, right, for Alan. And this Thomas also comes in, and Thomas will be 4A of Alan. Every unit is going to be 368 from Jimmy's line. So imagine this Alan is just one of the friends that you invited to the presentation here today, is giving you so many units. How about these people here? From the 2A line, from the 4A line, it can just grow like that, and you have a lifetime to grow this business. Can do or not this business? So, how many of you owns Kangen machine, Spa or Wukon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many. The rest, you don't have any. Okay. So good news for those people who have the Kangen machine accounts, whether it's a Wukon or whether it's a Spa DX, you are going to get not $92 per point, but $118 per point. So that will increase your commission by 28.3%. So imagine this Alan, knowing that he has so many sales upcoming, maybe the moment he saw this, right, he said, I will need a Kangen machine for myself. I will upgrade my commission. What do I mean by that? Imagine Alan is going to make 100,000 from this EmGuarde sales alone. By having this account, he's going to make $128,300, which is $28,300 more. If this Alan is somebody who already see the big picture, knowing that everybody would need this EmGuarde, and he's going to have a lot of sales from this EmGuarde, this will convert your user not only into distributors and also become a Kangen user and also a builders for this business. So when you are able to tell them about these things, right, you can make a pretty good business out of it. So imagine, okay, you are Kangen user or Spa, you own either Spa or Kangen machine or Wukon, right? This is the commission that you're going to get. Instead of $92 per point, you get $118 per point. Okay, can see? So imagine you buy one EmGuarde for yourself today. Let me say, who is 4A here? None. 3A or 4A. So your name, please? Jeline. So Jeline, if you are 4A, you buy one EmGuarde, you get $472 for yourself. Is that good? So imagine you buy another EmGuarde, you get another $472. So left and right, see the comparison. At 6A, instead of 552, you make 708. Okay? So let's say if this person, you have an EmGuarde, you know that this Alan is your potential builder. You may also want to start a Kangen machine account before you place this Alan under you. So imagine when you have 2 accounts making commission from these sales, it's going to double your commission, right? So today, EmGuarde is going to launch this EmGuarde. Who wants to have the EmGuarde? And who wants to have the detector? You all know that the detector is the cash cow, right? As long as you have this, right, you are able to show people the radiation before and after EmGuarde is turned on, right? So this is the one that Singapore is a lucky batch. Okay. You are able to buy the detector at $400 if you buy an EmGuarde. And the good news is, oh, wrong date. It's the 7th of October. Because EmGuarde wants to give you, they want to test the EmGuarde. Okay, so it's coming on the 7th of October. Make sure it comes. Okay, so they say 7. So right now, the good thing is, when you buy this, it pays, the detector you get is a RD 9300 instead of the 9100. So what's so special about this RD 9300 is this thing. They look pretty, turn on the light, please. Thank you. They look pretty similar, right? So I'm holding the 9100 and 9300. Same? Okay. This one measure up to 1999 microwatt per square centimeter. This one measure up to 3999. Right? That's why this one, this is the latest. They're coming on the 7th. Do you all want that? Yeah. So right now I'm going to show you something. I need a volunteer. Yes, wait first. I need a volunteer to hold your phone next to here. Judy? Yeah. Oh, 等一下先. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Step back a bit. Step back a bit. Okay, here. Okay, 米價未微薄. Hold lower. Okay. Okay. So right now the EmGuarde is power on. Okay.
Yeah, power on.
So 0. Okay. Not too near. Okay. Now power off this EmGuarde and see.
Power on. Power on.
So this is showing 1. The other one, what is it showing? 2.5 something, right? So it measures beyond 1999. So imagine we have this detector going around and show people. Just now we remember beyond 1501 is what? Extremely dangerous, right? Now it's showing you 2000 plus. What if I'm going to power on this? No, let's play back the YouTube video.
It seems like we can all introduce the innovations of limitless
2009. This is only showing you one. Which one do you want to have? RD 9300, right? Yeah. Okay, turn on. Peace of mind. Okay.
I have the latest upgrade to ChatGPT.
Yep. Huh? Bit at one range. Meaning what? No, the moment you got radiation, it will beep. Yeah. So this is the beauty of the 9300. Yeah, stand in front of the camera. Thank you.
I let you take this one.
Yeah, I got a name on it. Okay, back to the slide. Thank you, Judy. Okay, back to here. So, right now, you are here. You are lucky batch because EmGuarde is going to accept the pre-order now. Okay, even before it's launched. Today is 30th of September, right? So how can you get started? Make a $500 down payment via GrabPay or PayNow to EmGuarde Singapore. Put your name inside, okay? And fill out the application form. Send in your EmGuarde application form to gocsg@emguarde.com or cccs1@emguardesg.com. Better to CC your inviter as well as yourself, okay? Send not on 2nd of October, send tomorrow. first come, first served basis. Okay. And make the balance payment to EnGuarde. Okay. The good news about this, can we announce the good news, Judy? The installment. Okay. The good news about this is 12-month installment credit card interest-free installment. Okay, being a distributor, when your buyer buys the EnGuarde product on installment plan, even though they don't need to pay for the interest, actually the interest is deducted from your distributor commission, right? So right now for the month of October, the company is going to absorb the interest. So you get full com even if your buyer is buying on installment for EmGuarde only.
So how much is it? 2138.414 divided by 4.
Yeah, so it's about $178 per month. 178 Yeah, $178. Ask yourself, what business can you do with $178 per month in Singapore? What can you do? Yeah, technically it's like a more expensive dinner in Singapore, right? Yeah. So ask yourself, what kind of business after 12 months you don't need to pay for this license or rental or whatever or overhead? And then you have the EmGuarde for yourself. No brainer, right? Yeah. Then what else? After the one more thing is free shipping. Free shipping. Yes. Okay. So these are the either mode of payment, either GrabPay or PayNow. You can scan and make payment to EnGuarde Singapore, $500 with your name. Must put your name inside, and then get the application form from your inviter. Okay, who wants to sign up as user?
DBS, QSB,
SendChart. No, no. DBS, OCBC, and SendChart. Yeah. So, how many of you want the distributor form? Don't fill up the wrong form, okay? The distributor form just add on another $15. But right now, it's just for the prepayment, pre-order. Yeah. You still pay $500, okay? Tomorrow, send in your order to GOC. Okay? Okay? Okay. Something that I want to tell you is the down payment of $500 is for the purchase of EmGuarde only, not for the detector RD9300, but you are entitled to buy it separately at $400. So let's say if you pay $500 today, okay, next week, 7th of October, next Saturday, you come to collect your EmGuarde, right? You can actually convert this into the 2138.4 into 12-month installment, get back the refund from the company, and make full payment for the EmGuarde and divide into 12-month installment. Good? So technically, nothing to lose, right? Yeah. So first come, first serve, because the detector, they have limited stocks. Okay. So today, I don't know whether they still have stocks. You better go and be the first one to submit it. Make a down payment, $500. Okay. And it's refundable, the $500. And the next thing, okay, I want to show you it is 11 years ago when I was introduced to this Kangen machine. EnGuarde Singapore was just set up 2 months ago in March. Okay, I joined in May. When I saw that there are not many people in this business, I said, I want to do this business since not many people are doing it. And especially you don't see many testimonies around, even online. So that alone already helped people like us to have our business built up and rank up. And right now, I think EmGuarde is around, the Kangen machine is around here because only 2 million units sold worldwide. There are still a lot of potential. How about EmGuarde? Is exclusively launched in Malaysia and Singapore only. So right now it's here. Do you want to be one of the first mover to be on the bandwagon to enjoy this? And how big is this, right? Just now I told you EnGuarde allows you to have 10 EmGuarde, right? One person's name, even though it's one distributor and 9 users. For this, Inaji only allows you to have 3 Kangen machine, okay, under distributor. So that's how big this company see it. Imagine one family could just need 1 Kangen machine and most 2. But one family could need about a few need of about this EmGuarde, right? So how big is this? You go imagine. So the next thing is we want to introduce Judy. Okay. And she's one of the person that told me about this EM radiation 11 years ago. So that time, when she told me that, Jit, when I walk into a room, right, I can somehow feel where is the modem is. That time, I just thought that she's oversensitive. To me, it's like, okay. Yeah, every time she said, I can feel my finger like that, and then I say, really? Okay. So until like in May, when I saw this presentation on the EmGuarde, right, that really finally I understand how she feels. Okay. So the day when I have a chat with her, she said I think I let you have the story with them. Okay. Before, yeah, let me give you the mic. This is for Zoom.
It's for Zoom.
Okay. This is for
So
live.
hear me?
Here, you hold this.
This is for live.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. EHS is got certain people are more sensitive, certain people are not. But autistic kids can be very sensitive. So it doesn't mean you don't feel it, you don't get it. Everybody's blood, you'll feel your fingers numb, right? When you use the phone, your ear is hot, your jawline, lock jaw, and then behind, and you do this, The microcirculation reduction, like Jit showed earlier, is everybody, whether you feel it or not. Actually, the one don't feel it is more suicides, worse, right? Because you don't know what hits you, right? So remember, EMF, radiation is I'm no doctor. This is not a claim. This is not, trying to diagnose anybody. This is just my own journey, my own experience, my own story. Yeah. EMF, to me, is accumulative. You'll be okay, and then suddenly you find that everything is not okay, right? But everything is not okay. You find that if you find that which one? Both. Wow. If you find that suddenly your shoulder is frozen, like you have more like finger stiff, you find that you got to do more like that. Some people, their jaw also have problem. So carpal tunnel, frozen shoulder, then your neck, no matter how you sleep, you just can't get comfortable. You sleep this side, then this side get numb. Then you sleep this side, that side get numb. And sometimes when you sleep at night, you feel like you need to shake your leg. Anybody have that? Yeah, you wake up a few times. So these are already some. So don't just the first thing grab your Panadol or grab painkiller, because there is a lot of side effect taking on that, right? So look at what you are using around you. Don't use a mobile phone. I cannot not have router at home because we are doing Zoom. Sometimes my husband and I both doing 2 Zoom, right? So what do you have? Get a EmGuarde right now. Get one in the living room where all your gadgets are, and get one in the bedroom. And make sure if you have router in your bedroom type, make sure you have an EmGuarde inside. And in the car, when it's moving car, actually the absorption rate is higher. So if you drive all day, get one in the car. So, and this is what I like about it, is that in the car, when I travel in Europe, in UK, even in Malaysia, right? It's so good that I can feel immediately, I can focus. You're not so agitated, and also when you're in the plane, I put it on the plane. I actually get to sleep. Otherwise, even if I travel business class, I can't sleep. I just like just now my friend said, the kids don't know why cannot sit still, just cannot sit still, and very emotional. Do you have more people more emotional? Yeah, this could be one. I'm not saying it is, it could be, it may be, but do you want your family members, your kid, to be the guinea pig? After 5 years, you see whether it is or not. You want to prove yourself wrong, or you want to prove yourself right? So we can't. We don't know. I cannot not use school work, right? So get a peace of mind, bring it home. And what is so good about it?
you get to what? Spread good news. You are helping. If more people know about this, more people are more calm. You drive on the road also safer, right? If your neighbor left have one, right have one, up have one, below have one, your whole sphere is very healthy, right? So join us in EmGuarde, spread the good news, good health through compassion. And what? Your pocket will be what? Very happy also. Your family will be very happy, right? So that's what I want to share. Take care. God bless. Get your EmGuarde ASAP.
Thank you, Judy. To answer to some of your question here, right? I saw those question in the Zoom. Is this the only reader in the market that can be used for reading these electromagnetic waves? If not, what makes it more superior over the others? This one you got to ask a technician, but personally, I have bought 2 detector. One is about 40 over Sing dollars. The other one is 200 over Sing dollars. Both doesn't work. Okay. Technically, I don't know. I just know that it doesn't work. Okay. So I bought the RD9100 and then eventually the RD9300. Okay. JT asked which means 9000 model is not accurate and no. RD9100, not 9000. Covers, no, it can measure more microwatt per square centimeter. Instead of 1999, it measure all the way to 3999. Okay, it's the limitation by RD9100. Okay, you see value 1, you know it exceed, but how much it exceeded, you can't measure. So you got to use the RD9300 to measure it. Just now you saw the phone is about 2500 plus without the YouTube playback being playback, right? The moment it's playback is about 2009. So imagine you have an RD9100, you only see value 1, means more than 1999. But how much more? Don't know. So 9003 is the more, it shows you more in short. Okay, you need to have the forms. Later we drop into the chat. I have the EmGuarde. Can I buy the detector only? Right now, Winston KKK, EmGuarde say only when you buy an EmGuarde from EmGuarde Singapore, you're allowed to buy the detector. So if those of you in Malaysia, right, you need to buy the detector, you need to be a 2A distributor and you have an EmGuarde account. So in Singapore, even though you are starting out 0A, you are able to buy it. And then first come, first serve. Does that answer to your question, Winston? Okay. Okay, now, okay, all good. May I have the Pay Now QR code? Can pay by credit card for down payment? Yeah, the Pay Now, can someone drop it into the chat, the Pay Now QR code? Yeah, link. If you have your GrabPay linked to your credit card, you can pay by GrabPay, linked to your credit card. Okay, so any other question for those of you in the room here? Yep. Yes. For the month of October. So Jeline asked if by credit card installment and then the distributor are able to get full commission, even though the buyer pays on 12-month interest-free installment. So the promotional period is for the month of October 2023 plus free shipping. So if you want to get your buyer to buy this more and then you make full commission, get them buy in October. Okay. Any other questions? Same what? Yeah, as long as they pay by credit card, if you are in a distributor, you get $118 per point, right? You get 118, no? Yes, less than 1, about 4 to 5% lesser. Yeah. So you want to make more? What needs to happen? Yeah. Yeah. Then reverse engineer it. What do you need to have first? EmGuarde. What do you need to have first? Detector, right? So what needs to be done? Down payment first. Okay. The next batch will be coming in November, I heard. Yeah, but that will depends on the amount of stock they have. Yeah, because right now the detector really limited unit. Let's say if you miss this, right, even though you place a down payment, right, you'll be you have to wait for the next batch, but you'll be since you place a down payment, you will get it first when the next shipment comes, right? Any other questions? Yeah. Wow, good news is, okay, your name please. Maybelline asked for EmGuarde distributor without Kangen machine accounts. If they sell EmGuarde, they make commission. What if they sell Kangen machine? The good news is, if this EmGuarde distributor's account alone sells Kangen 8, 1 point, this person will still get $430, provided the buyer pays on full payment and not on installment. Okay? Yes, everything the same. Yeah, so right now you see the EmGuarde is a lower entry for many newcomers. Last time, before EmGuarde, you need to buy the product either like Wukon or even NSPA or KA or ST501. So right now, even if you have been thinking about buying K8 because it's the best product to enter into this business, it costs you 6,750, right? Right now, EmGuarde is only about 2,100 plus. It's almost like 3 times lesser. After that, if you want to buy a KA for yourself, because of the EmGuarde on top, remember the Kangen account below, you get $430 for yourself as one point commission, right? So you have people interested in the Kangen machine, they have been thinking about this business, talk to them about the EmGuarde. Slowly, they will come in with the Kangen machine. Then you will have a builder, you have a 2 machine count, and what else? The rest will just follow. You just put in all the strategy for them. Let them choose. Yep. Yes. That is, okay, your name please. Iris asked, is the EmGuarde and machine account? Yes. What else? What's your question? Yeah. Okay. She asked, is it required? Does it require the Wukon to protect the SP? Yes. Okay. If you don't want, you can keep on doing direct sales. Okay. EmGuarde, right, is, even though it's a permanent account like Wukon Sigma or Kangen machine account, it is still subjected to special point protection. Okay. It's a bit different from those Kangen machine account whereby you have the SP point. So EmGuarde sales doesn't come with the SP point. Doesn't come with going to be a bit deeper into the advanced training. Your ones or don't need enough already? Enough, okay. Yeah, talk to your inviter or if not, come for the training for EmGuarde commission compensation plan. I think is on the 7th of October. The company is going to show you the compensation plan for EmGuarde. Louder, please. Brochure. Eventually, we'll have Ask Inaje Singapore. Now it's pre-order. Now you can't even see the EmGuarde. Yeah. So wait for the EmGuarde comes on the 7th of October. Yeah. Recorded session. Don't know whether have, but right now have, because got the Caucasian inside the video. Yep. New questions. Okay. Is Steph with us? I'm a 2A, had 2 EmGuarde. May I buy the detector? Winston, depending on your EmGuarde, whether it's purchased in Malaysia, if purchased in Malaysia, you can buy the detector from Inagic Malaysia, not Singapore. I hope that answers to your question. T. Chan, is there physical stock of EmGuarde in Inagic SG? At this, can we pick up upon payment at the office? Might have missed that point earlier on. So right now, there's no stock here in Singapore yet. Okay, the stock is coming in on the 7th of October. Jeremiah, how much is the exact com with 12 months in 0% interest? You still get the full com, $92 per point if you just have a EmGuarde account. If you have a Kangen machine account, Ukon or Enerspire account, you get $118. So no less on your commission for the month of October only. Okay. Okay, all good. I hope that answers to your questions. No more question, then go and make your down payment. EmGuarde is the fastest way to become 6A. In a way, yes. But because to become 6A, you need to have 300,000 total sales revenue. EmGuarde, they're selling at $1,480. So to accumulate all this to 6A, right? Even though with EmGuarde is easier, for myself, I will mix with the Kangen machine. It will be a lot faster instead of just on the EmGuarde alone. Yeah. Any questions? All good? All question answered except yours, right? SP point is in short, EmGuarde is like filter commission. Okay. Yeah. Louder, please. RD9300 is an accessories, no commission. Okay. So with that, I think it's a good point to end the presentation here today. So next Monday, okay, one more thing, next Monday. If you like what we have shared here today, and you think that your friends should not miss out this, right? Okay, and you want us to help you to do the presentation, or if you miss out something, this is what you can do. Okay, invite them to the presentation next Monday, 7:30 to 9 p.m. in EmGuarde, Singapore. So this is the sort of official pre-launch by EmGuarde, Singapore. So bring your friends here, don't come alone, because you come alone, you learn, but bring people here so that by the end, when they walk out of this room, you already have a small team with you. The more people you bring, the higher chance, right? It's a number game, right? You can help to close for you. Do you want that? Are you convinced today? Do you think that this is what you like? Similarly, those people who are having symptoms or people who are looking for another business to increase their income, this is where you can bring them in. Okay? All good. Thank you. Bye-bye.